he's definitely going to be considering Bayonetta for that first game, just to maybe feel out what the situation is more than anything. And then Luugi, I'm pretty sure we're going to start with the Luigi. But he does have pocket characters, ones that maybe
have I got a little surprise for you, Dev. Take a look at that screen there.
I have lied to you all. I've lied to you all. I feel terrible for it, but we're starting with... oh, no, we're not.
Yeah, start off with a button check. Excellent. Nice little chill out. We take time to just call out how gorgeous this stage is, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic work by Trilby. They did
all
the work on
Connor
the
Trillhausen.
Stages, all of the music and stuff like that. They put together a really good package for Team Regen. Yeah, really solid work.
I'll tell you what, before we get into this, I just want to touch on, while we're setting up, the sort of discourse there is behind these modded PS2 stages, because I've got a bone to pick, to be honest, A lot of people, they always say the same thing. It's like, oh, I can't see Snake C4 on this stage. And you know what, Dev? I think they got it wrong.
Oh.
I don't think we changed the stage. I think we changed Snake C4.
I think that's fair.
Let's make it look, let's just make it more obvious. Make it a little Peter Griffin or a Subway sandwich. Let's
just slice a pizza on the middle of the floor.
Exactly. Make that more obvious. Let's not sacrifice the beauty of these stages, but instead let's focus on the beauty of this gameplay. It is Bloom4eva versus Luugi. Where are the chips falling, Dev? What do you think?
It's definitely a difficult one. I've not seen Bloom4eva before, but Luigi versus Swordies in general can be quite tough. Luigi's very, very kind of close quarters. You can try and zare and get in that way, but even then, you're going to get ranged out quite a lot. So
it's true, and it's going to be very interesting to see how Sora's floatiness plays into this, because obviously, Luigi, the kind of character who is living and dying by their combos now as a perfect shield to avoid that. Up special, not dying just yet, but Luugi keeping under pressure with an arsenal of plungers.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you Luigi in close quarters, you're going to get mashed on. There's so many different buttons that Luigi can press next to you, back air, forward air. And then if you shield him way too much, you get grabbed and you get downbeat for it. So
you've got that right. I was talking about the floatiness, but there it is, the lightness of Sora that is immediately taken out by that Cyclone. Suddenly, it's Bloom who's going to answer with a bit of aerial combat, but suddenly we got a string looking like the whole rope from Luugi there, deleting Bloom off the face of the earth.
An amazing stock there from Bloom, and we might even see it again.
No, tries to read a drift.
Yeah. Intelligent stuff from Luugi. You don't need to commit to that at this stage. You're 2 stocks up. You've got plenty of time to do what you need to do. Luigi tacks on damage so quickly, but Bloom getting the kill there and getting his first stock on the board.
Yeah, you got that right. I do love, Luugi pulling out these expert strings, then Bloom4eva answering with the supreme string of just 4 up specials in a row.
Yeah, if that's what you got to do. Ooh, the DI a little suspect there, but it does end up surviving. But at 104%, we're going to be seeing a lot more of them tornadoes to try and get the kill from Luugi.
Yeah, you've got that right, and it's such a perfect mash option as well out of these potential Nair loops. Now, Bloom just can't land a hit. Finally getting a slight aerial string parry coming out again. Misses the tag on the platform, but there, they actually bait out the Cyclone that time, and they punish it. Going to get reversaled anyway now. It's the chop. Sends him down. Is Bloom coming back? Of course he is.
I think that's going to be it. Yep, there we go. And Bloom kind of running out of resources, lost the jump, so you could use Euro B, and then the side B recovery is super, super telegraphed, generally speaking. So if you're not going to get the ledge, you're probably going to get a smack in the face for it.
And I think I would agree with you. And obviously not to discredit Bloom4eva. They're playing against Luugi's Luigi. But yeah, I'm glad they picked the timeless skin, because yeah, that was rotten. Yeah. Like, that was rancid gameplay. I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what we're going to do. I can't imagine we're going to see the Sora again. Maybe Bloom will want to prove that his Sora is real, but I have a feeling at this stage of the tournament, with the semis and you were game down, you've just got to go all in on your best character, which is Bayonetta.
Yeah, well, looks like we are getting a character switch, but it's not quite going the way we have thought. He's going to switch over to the Joker for this next game, and hey, it's a force to be reckoned with.
Oh yeah, super solid character. I think Bloom is slowly and surely picking up Joker as a very, very solid secondary, if not maybe a potential main in the future. Very, very good player and a very, very good character. I mean, it's only going to work out.
Match made in heaven right there as we return to this beautiful Regen PS2 now. Cyclone going to get Luugi back safely, and now Bloom is going to find a way back down to the ground.
I think we're going to see a lot of PS2 in this set, generally speaking. I think both these guys like having PS2, the platform, the stage length almost. So it's, oh, wow, nice little counter there from Bloom to get him off stage, not able to get the down air and finish off that stock, unfortunately.
Fantastic stuff, and obviously the fella does not have a patent on deep edge guards, but I've seen a lot of games between Bloom and Emas, and looks like maybe Bloom's picked up a thing or two, going very, very deep, not allowing Luigi to use that vertical height to his advantage.
So Now we're playing this game where Bloom is in the lead. We've not really seen it in the set, obviously, in that first game. Bloom with the lead becomes a lot more dangerous to fight.
You've got that right now. Looks like Arsene is nowhere to be seen as Bloom is going to slam right into the screen. Looking fairly even right now, but Luugi is looking at kill percent with that big 0 on the board there.
Yeah, and even though, you know, Bloom has a slender lead, that lead can disappear pretty much instantly. We're going to see it here. There's your up air.
Oh, the perfect turnaround.
Yeah, really good stuff there from Bloom, having the foresight to actually drift away and get the DI behind rather than DI in front and getting up B for his troubles.
Yeah, got that right. Bloom can't rely on that counter too much. It will start getting reacted to if he does abuse it a little bit too much. Turnaround grab, not going to do it, but the perfect side B as well. Already air dodged. He's gone very, very low, but Luugi's got that power as the sex kick comes out. And the flip knife sends him off to the side.
Yeah, and I think for Luugi there, I think he was quite fortuitous that Arsene ran out when it did, because he could have eaten a back end for his troubles. Joker at the ledge and kind of trying to edge guard Luigi is such a dangerous game for Luigi. Oftentimes doesn't work out for him.
Going to be absolutely brutal right now. Going for the early air dodge, propped up by the side B as well. Can we get the side B back to the stage? Going nice and low, but that is quite all right. Mixes up the recovery with the Cyclone, but it's still not enough. That teenager has been packing on the pounds there, Dev.
Really, really good stuff there again from Luugi. His recoveries are generally so strong. And for a character who's got as linear recovery as Luigi does with the side B up B, Luugi does a really good job of getting back on stage, but
he does it twice in a row.
Yeah, you've got to be really, really careful. You know, Luigi's options off the ledge when it comes to his aerials are really, really good. Same with the up B. Again, if you get hit, one thing, but if you miss your hit, it's might be curtains for you.
Absolute nightmare. Luugi picking up a really fantastic return kill there. The frame that Arsene popped in. He was immediately taken out once again. Bloom got to work his way back up, or maybe Luugi will just do the work for him as he's layering on a bit of a pounding, battering this kid like a Friday night cod.
I mean, in this position, right, you've got to be really careful how you use your jumps into center stage. Now that Arsene's on deck, oh yeah, that is such a dangerous position to be. When you're just floating above that ledge, your options are either to jump in or float down to ledge. Hopefully an air dodge will help you out, but when Arsene is the person dictating that, it's rough. It's rough.
Agreed, and it just goes to show how good a job Bloom is doing at kind of keeping Luugi on their toes, right? Because we've seen that Luugi has gotten away with an option, you know, like a low recovery Cyclone onto ledge, or, oh, they've been beaten back by Bloom suddenly mixing up going aggressive midair. And so, hey, how do I beat that? Oh, mash Cyclone on the way down. Oh, never mind. He just stood on the other side of the screen and called you out. You have got to be a bit more proactive and a bit less predictable.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one because obviously Luigi's Cyclone has that kind of wind box that draws you in. So you can catch people off with it, especially if they're kind of empty hopping around you. You can definitely get a straight hit here and there, but Bloom positions himself perfectly. You're just getting that back air, taking the stock, taking the game. We're going to game 3 here. We're going to see... oh no, we're not getting to game 3 just yet. I'll be interested to see who we get though.
Obviously, mighty curious. So we are sticking with the Joker for now. No reason to swap
Fair
and see
enough.
if Luugi can make the return. What do you reckon?
Be interested to see. I think from Luugi's perspective, it's so difficult because Joker, and I said, is such a thorn in the side of Luigi, especially when he's trying to get back to stage. Luugi has to be really, really careful when he's getting back to stage. That's the big thing here.
That's right, looks like we've got a potential 0 to death. Not going to come out. Great effort from Luugi there, but Bloom is able to escape. Suddenly the reversal, but the Arsene is here just to pack an extra punch now. Lot of short hops to avoid that grab. That will be his death sentence. Let's see if Luugi has the tools to clear it out. Now is the very deep edge guard.
Yeah, he caught his jump as he was going to go for that up B with the Nair. Really good scouting from Bloom. Really good scouting from Bloom because Luigi's will try to go as low as they possibly can with that up B.
And if you're Luugi in this scenario, you just don't know what to do. You tried going high last game. You were called out with projectiles. But if you try and go low, Arsene, even just the tether gives so much insurance that they can chase you all the way to the depths of this stadium.
100%. And it's a nuance to the matchup that maybe you don't really think about it too much because obviously Luigi's got the 0 to death. If he misses the 0 to death, he's just fighting Arsene for the next 30 seconds of the game because his bar is going to be pretty much full. And Bloom has done a really, really good job of having Arsene out as soon as he gets him.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Bloom's movement as well. They are constantly moving, mixing up their jumps, full hops, short hops, staying grounded very rarely because they know that is Luugi's win condition. Getting a grab, getting something. Luugi just not able to pump out the anti-air options now as he's sent off to the side.
Okay, that's going to be... Oh, he slides off, and he gets the jump down B instead. That was a nice, cute little tech there from Luugi there. It's smart. It's probably not going to work too often, but when it works, he gets a start for it, so he'll take it, I'm sure.
And I think that perfectly sums up what playing against Bloom is like, because so many times you will see, you know, your favorite player make a really interesting upset against Bloom, but your options against him are so limited. You cannot do the same option twice. He will adapt, he will learn. You need endless tricks to really exhaust the EOE champ.
It's true, we've got a very good EOE battle here, you got to say. Again, EOE very much on the map for both of these guys. And then, of course, you've got players like Pelly, GP, and all those representatives here at the event. But, of course, these two of the best. They're showing it again in this game 3.
Yeah, you can certainly see why. You can see if Bloom can pull it all the way back. 61 with an Arsene. That is a bit too awkward for Luugi to handle. Looks like he needs to find an option. He's throwing out a couple, but there's nothing quite fast enough. Gets the roll behind, though.
Oh, it nearly got it. Nearly got it. It's not an option that we see too often, but Luugi nearly gets it and just drifts out and back airs. I think when you're in that position, if you're not going to be side B'ing, you know that they're going to go low inside B. You know that they're going to go much lower inside B. So Bloom knew that, drifted all the way out, threw out a back air, sorted.
Exactly.
2-1 to Bloom.
He makes it look so easy. It's ludicrous. Just absolutely stripping Luugi of everything he can possibly do to come back. You can't be proactive because a character like Joker just has so many ways of avoiding you, though. They can camp you if they want to. They've got the counter. Even beating into them will just cause them to get that comeback mechanic. And so suddenly, like you said before, if you don't get a 0 to death, what's the option? What do you do? And I think, looks like Luugi's got something in mind.
I don't know what's happened here then. What's happened there then? How have we got these?
Yeah, this is a very, very common occurrence. You saw it at tea time as well. These two players, they are friends, they are practice partners, they play together all the time. And so, you know, they're not afraid to relax a little bit, stretch a few muscles in other areas, such as Meta Knight and Sephiroth.
Meta Knight and Sephiroth, I could confidently tell you I've never seen this matchup before. I imagine Meta Knight kind of gets doppied by Sephiroth. But, I mean, it's a complete guess. I have no clue.
It certainly is. Complete chaos is the perfect way to describe it. And there's not really a whole lot of, you know, very, very deep. Giving Bloom a bit of a taste of his own medicine with the deep, deep edge guard there.
I mean, look, if Luugi can take this game, we get to a game 5, I'm sure he's going to be a lot more confident. We're probably going to go back to something like Joker versus Luigi. But, I mean, for what it's worth, the Meta Knight seems like he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, you've got that right. He is definitely moving and schmoving. And it's very apt, right? Because we have seen, because, you know, we've seen a couple of Twitter images come out about, like, the best player of this character in this thing. And this was a very common response to that. It was, well, Luugi just pulled Meta Knight out of nowhere, and he's probably top 5 Meta Knights UK. So
for sure. It's a dying breed, to be fair. So Luugi trying to bring it back. Really nice catch on the jump in there from Bloom, by the way, on that first stock. For him, just catching him with that up tilt. Really, really strong move, and the range is insane on it as well. Sephiroth as a character, very, very strange one to watch. Very tall, very light, but has incredible late range. So you're going to get a lot of zoning from Bloom in this game.
Yeah, in the true essence of the UK, a very Marmite character.
Yeah.
He is either, what? How did that hit? Massive hitbox, entire screen, oh my god. Or it's, wow, this character has no weight. I am dead at 30.
Exactly.
Bad game.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think one thing which Meta Knight will probably actually do okay in this situation is Sephiroth's shield options outside of Nair aren't the greatest. I say that, but he just drops shields and up smashes, so what do I know, right?
It just works sometimes. As the Huan Huing is coming out to play now, going to see if Bloom can push that all the way into another stock, chasing him across the stage, but the small size of that Meta Knight is actually proving a massive factor in avoiding this blade.
100%, yeah, and I think, oh, he tried to go for something.
He certainly did.
I
He
mean,
definitely tried to go for something there.
I don't know what happened. I can't even explain that. Okay, he was right into ledge.
Yeah,
tries to air dodge past the, what are they called, the shadow balls? I don't even know what they're called.
I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Let's have a run with that. But and this goes to show like another kind of interesting thing, and it's basically like the theory of, oh, if I don't know what I'm doing, they can't possibly know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't think Luugi really has the Sephiroth timings down, but that's fine because Bloom doesn't either.
Yeah,
he's just
it's all
throwing this
working
stuff out.
I mean, all things considered, Bloom has a lead here.
Yeah.
Bloom has a pretty solid lead. Down throw, and we're probably going to see, okay, he's going for that ledge trap. What can we get?
Oh, the cloak coming in now. Instant spot dodge could be it as the Nair. It's the instant tech. Great reactions from Bloom there. Just needs one stray hit. Luugi has so much work to do. Really got to flex those muscles, got to flex those fingers now as the Elite Swordsman clash continues now. Sent into the air, but he can't keep the string going. Just a little bit too light now. Air dodge to side. Octa slash coming out now as he tries to read the roll, but it isn't quite enough as the one wing comes out, misses the tech. And we just keep going now, Dev.
Just keeps going, and we're getting to that final bit of the game now. Both characters on very high percents. I'm surprised I didn't get the kill. That back air's going to not
almost
do it. Okay,
do it.
close.
He's not quite yet got that wing of vulnerability. So deep with the Nair, but it's not quite enough now. Can he get a grab? He can get a back air out of shield, though. He sends him up once again with a missed tech. Couldn't do it. The red sparks were flying. And baby, there's no coming back from that.
And Bloom Sephiroth is in winners finals. Excellent.
That's what we like to see.
Good job on the Meta Knight in winners semis. You've represented the character.
Who was the best Sephiroth on that poll, Dev?
Well, it should be Bloom. It should be Bloom. If not, apparently, it should be.
I think you could be right. A classic battle between these two. And you know, for any budding fantasy players out there, this is why whenever I'm on the train up to an event and you get that little drop-down box, it's like, oh, how many unique characters are they playing top 8? Max it out. Pick the biggest number. I
think when we're at a tournament where Bloom4eva is here, we're going to see a lot of characters.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see a lot of characters. And